Okay, hello. I'm gonna start off today. I'm gonna try and propagate this panda plant that I've got. 1, 2, 3. So, here's hoping. And we'll see what happens. Another thing, I just this morning actually picked up this Ficus benjamina, which I'm super happy about because normally the ficus trees at the box store are really ugly. Half the time they've got rocks glued onto the top of the soil and they're super expensive. So this is quite a pleasant looking, interesting tree that I'm really happy with. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna prune it right off the bat. I think I'll just let it grow and see how it's doing in the spring. But then make it into a bonsai tree, or 2. It's got 2 trunks, so I think I'll have to split those up. But for now, I'm just super happy. It's like really beautiful, vigorous, healthy plant. So that's awesome. Really excited about that because it's my first tropical bonsai type tree, my first ficus, other than a rubber plant. So I think that's great. But the main thing I want to do today is prune this Coleus plant because I think it's ready. I got it just a few months ago, and at that point it had some really long leggy branches that I pruned off, and it just had little buds like these, and they grew into these, and now I can I think it's got enough bigger that it would be happy if I tried to look at the structure a little bit and pruned it back. Which is kind of too bad because it's a sort of a nice bushy plant now at this point. It's kind of handsome, but I think it will be... it grows so fast that I think it's better if I deal with the structure sooner rather than later. Like if I just let these keep growing, then the options will be limited. Do you know what I'm gonna do? My favorite thing to do, which is I'll start a time lapse. So I started off by just shortening all of the branches to the first couple set of leaves to see what was going on so I could see the structure better. But then it became quite obvious that there was only so much I could do, so pared it down quite significantly. I really have no idea what I'm doing, and so I don't know what kind of decisions to make, but I'm hoping that by just removing the things that I think are bad and allowing new things to grow, which there are lots of places for new things to grow. There's all kinds of, you can barely even see it, but there's new growth that can happen here. If I didn't cut it back, there could be dieback, and those will not make it. But so one thing I've definitely learned, which I did suspect, is that the Coleus is very fragile, and you have to be pretty ginger with it. But I think that's fine. This is dead here, this branch, but it did have this entire parallel branch. There was a branch that was parallel to this one, which obviously I had to choose one or the other. I'm just leaving the dead part for now. We'll see what happens with it. That's the conclusion of this entire pruning is we'll see what happens. And I'll make an update when, probably in the springtime, when there's more work to be done on it. So I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of a time lapse here. I want to kind of capture how a plant responds to a pruning like this. So this should be good. It died. And I wish I knew exactly why. I guess the leaves, I mean, it's the dead of winter. It needs leaves for photosynthesis. Just didn't have enough energy to survive. Or maybe it went into shock because so much foliage came off. I don't know. I don't know how shock works in plants. Anyways, lesson learned. I'm sure I'll do it again, but don't want to leave the video on such a sad note. So, got that cutting from last video of that other Coleus. It's been in water for about a week. That's sort of what the root base is looking like, which is plenty for me. I'm gonna get it potted up in this cute little bonsai pot that I got from the Winnipeg Bonsai Society. I'll just put a little layer of soil on the bottom. And I don't really know what I'm going to do to keep it in place. I've got a couple rocks, but they're not very big. I don't have any chunky rocks lying around. It's nice because it looked like there's a really nice radial root system sprouting from the cutting, which will be good down the line. I've buried it pretty deep, but as the plant grows bigger, I can start to develop and expose some of those roots. I don't know why I'm so hooked on Coleus bonsai. I just feel like it's got to be so easy that if I can't make it work, who am I? Not really even necessary, but I'll stick them on just to keep it from tipping over. There we go. I just wanted to quick update you on the panda plant cuttings from the beginning of this video. It's been about a month or so, and it looks like they've rooted up just fine. They've all got growth happening, which is awesome. Well, that's all for this video. Here's a little 360 view of the new planting. I have a confession, you guys. I feel like this video is unequivocally and irredeemably bad. The video, the audio, the cuts, just all of it. And normally that would really bug me. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but there's just so much to learn in video production that I'm really just not worrying about it. I've really come to terms with just outputting as much bad material as possible in order to learn as much as I can and get better at making films.